Kamala Harris has a viable path towards winning the presidential race against Trump, but it requires strategic campaigning and addressing specific demographic challenges. And none of that is straightforward, and I'm not sure that in 3 months there is time to change the way things are done before the upcoming presidential election. And various factors have been highlighted in polls in the last couple of days and analyses. According to the New York Times, the Siena poll conducted on July the 12th, Harris is currently leading Trump by a margin of 1 point. This is noteworthy and remarkable, as it suggests she performs better than Biden across various demographics, except for voters over 65 who tend to favour Trump. So it's very much like the Brexit thing. Harris has a significant lead among younger voters, particularly those under 30, with a 16-point advantage over Trump. This demographic is crucial as it could drive higher voter turnout. She also secures support from the ethnic minority groups, with a 64-point lead among black voters and a 16-point lead among other ethnic groups. Female voters, women, also show a greater inclination towards Harris, giving her a 17-point lead over Trump. This is an increase from Biden's 14-point lead for the same group. And college-educated whites, again, Harris has a slight edge over Biden among college-educated white voters, with both leading Trump by substantial margins, 24 points for Harris, 22 points for Biden. The challenges, however, lie in the swing states where Trump currently leads in 7 key swing states, according to an Emerson College poll on July the 16th. But Harris shows potential to close this gap, and if she were to target her campaign and appeal to her strengths rather than to pillory Trump's weaknesses, she's never going to out badmouth Trump. Never. So she needs to find a different way of getting her message across and her personality out there. So far, she has been very much in the background, and she hasn't really taken the opportunity to get her voice out. And now is the time, and there's very little time. She faces a significant challenge with white Americans with no college education, where Trump has a substantial lead, and 38% for Trump, 36% for Biden - Harris. So she has some strategic moves she can make. First of all, she needs to target her campaigns. The Kamala Harris for America advertising campaign aims to address key issues for younger voters, such as climate change and abortion rights, and the campaign is focused on crucial states like Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. But she needs to concentrate on the swing states where Biden has lost ground, such as Pennsylvania and Virginia. Virginia shows a stronger lead for Harris, and Pennsylvania is a place where she ought to be able to pick up votes. She needs to engage with younger voters to address key issues, to strengthen minority voter outreach, continuing to build on her strong base among ethnic minorities. That probably is an essential requirement. To counter disinformation, she needs to combat negative portrayals and misinformation that could influence undecided or swing voters, because misinformation, it's something Trump's very good at, and a lot of the social media stuff is unregulated, and that's where the battle is going to be fought. Securing endorsements and support from influential Democrats like Gavin Newsom and potentially Gretchen Whitmer could bolster her campaign. She's faced criticism and ridicule in the media, often focusing on superficial aspects of her speaking style, and addressing these perceptions with substance and clear messaging is critical if she is going to win. She needs to develop a more robust strategy to appeal to white, non-college educated voters. She needs to be able to grab voters who have otherwise committed themselves to the Trump ticket. She has a viable path, but it's certainly not certain. And could she be a winner? Yes, she could. She needs help, and part of that will be her choice of vice president, and that needs to be at least with an eye on what will upset Trump. My own instinct, for what it's worth, I'm not an American or a voter, is that she will be in a stronger position with a woman vice president. 2 women on the ticket would be very difficult for Trump to attack. He would be in a position of weakness on that front.